everybody, it's me, Nina.
And me, Steve. But they ain't dangling one up.
There we go. No, it's not dangling, and you guys are trying to watch this. It made my sister dizzy.
Your sister's dizzy anyway.
Oh, Patty, did you hear that?
She knows what I...
Steve's been, the reason why we haven't made videos in the last few days is we've both been really busy, but he's been extra busy. You want to tell him about that?
Yeah, we had somebody that had a water heater go out, so I went over to help replace it, and there's no shut off for the water in the house anywhere. You had to shut it off out by the road from the main. So we went out to do that, and something broke and water started coming up through the yard everywhere. So we called the water place, and they had to call the company that they deal with to fix that. So they came out. This was Thursday evening when that happened. Friday, that company come out and looked at it and was trying to shut it off, and they couldn't get it shut off either. And so they go, well, we're going to have to dig this whole yard up right here. And so they come back out Saturday morning to do that. And finally, while they were digging, they broke the main line then. So they had to run back to their shop and get pipe to fix everything then. The main line and the shut-off valve that was on there has probably been in there for 60 years, and it wasn't the right thing. So they put the right shut-off valve and everything, so now it shouldn't be too hard to turn off at the road now. But so yeah, it was a mess. Thursday evening, most of the day Friday, and then half the day Saturday just working on that.
Man.
So,
But they've got water again.
Yeah, they've got water
again. That's a good
again.
thing. I want to look around for something for a backsplash. The backsplash in the kitchen has been there. It's in pretty good shape. It probably would need regrouted. But it's been there since the house was built, and the house was built in the almost in the end of the 40s sometime. So it's old.
It's over 70 years.
Yeah. So I'd like to find, I seen some beautiful, the press-on tile that you do, and they had different colors of blue. But since I had seen that a while back, I've never seen it again. I don't know if they got rid of it. So we're going to go in here and take a look around. Steve actually got us because our kitchen faucet's tore up. It's been messed up for months. And the bathroom sink faucet is tore up. It's been leaking for months. So he actually got new faucets for both, but he hasn't had time to even do those yet. So hopefully we'll get all that started.
And a new light in the kitchen.
Yeah, and a new light, because as you guys know, we needed a new light in the kitchen really bad. So we're going to go in here and take a look around. I'm going to do a voiceover for this because there was music playing there in the background. But yeah, I am not going to be able to afford to do any of this stuff. It's beautiful, and I'm sure it would all look really nice, but for 3 pieces of that, it was $45. And then they've got the real thin plastic part right here, $19.95 for 1 piece. And it, ours it's a large area. It would take a lot. They even had some paper that was, it was close to $20 for a wallpaper type of stuff. I just couldn't believe how expensive stuff is. It's really, really hard when you like to take care of things and make things look new and pretty, but not for that much money. Just can't do it. I just could not believe the prices on some of that stuff at the store. And I had looked on online to see if I could find some of that stuff at a better price before we went out there. And no, it's not. It's not any better. So I am not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. It doesn't have to be done. They're not broken up at home. There's nothing wrong with them other than that they're old. And maybe we will just get some more of that grout or something and put over it and just freshen that up a little bit. Because I don't see any sense if you don't have a lot of extra money to spend it for stuff that you don't actually need. And that's something that I have always, you know, I guess prided myself on doing is making sure that if we do get something, that is something that we need. Now, I do want to eventually get the cabinets in the kitchen painted white, and I've been debating on it. I've been debating on it for years. I had done cabinets out when we lived in the country, and they were brown. And I painted them all white, took the doors off, sanded them. I even took all of the knobs and pulls off and spray painted those silver, and it looked really, really nice. But it's a lot of work, and that was probably at least 14, 15 years ago, probably. Maybe more than that, I don't know. But I do not have the energy now, you know, and part of me thinks, well, I don't know, not promise tomorrow. And wouldn't I rather just be out doing something, being outside, enjoying the sunshine when it's spring and summer, instead of spending most of it in the house painting when the house doesn't look bad. The cabinets are dark, but Steve's got that brand new light to put up in the kitchen, and that's going to help a lot. Now, if we had, I'm not saying that if we had lots of money, we probably would have it paid to have done, but we don't. And if we would do it, we would have to do the work ourselves. Steve's going to be having that hernia surgery, and he's definitely not going to feel like doing it. I was just saying that if we were like had money, were wealthy, we would just pay to have all that work done. But
Oh, yeah.
with you having the hernia surgery, and then I still battle a lot. I don't say a lot, but I have been not feeling up to par for the last few weeks. So, and it's just like Steve and I were talking about a garden this year. We had planned on it last year. It never happened, and it's probably a good thing it didn't, because I probably would have had a lot more problems than what I had, you know, from being out there working so much. I don't know, but we don't have a rototiller, and we would have to buy one, and have to find a good used one. Steve's wanting the one that has the back tines in it.
Yeah, because they're a lot easier to use.
But I told him there's no sense in looking right now, because I'm still really sore in my chest and all the muscles and my rib cage and all that. It's still really sore. I'm not going to be able to do it. And then if he has his hernia surgery, he's not going to be able to do it this year. We just enjoy things like that. We enjoy canning and doing all that stuff, but there comes a time, you know, we're getting older. Steve's 56. I'll be 56 this month.
I'm hot?
Yeah, don't even.
I thought I was 39.
Yeah. But yeah, there comes a time when you just gotta
I'll be 7 this year.
liver age.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I go by.
You don't know how old the person was that had your liver.
It don't matter. That's when I got a new life, so I'm 7.
Well, then that makes me not even a year old, then, right?
Yeah.
No. I'll be 56 this month. It doesn't cost that much for us to, you know, buy a case of green beans, or even if we want to do like we did last year, we went out and bought them at the Amish place.
Yeah.
Remember that? We canned all of them. We had half runners, and then those,
Yeah.
can't remember the other ones, snap beans, I can't remember the name. But Steve stopped at the P.O. box, and we got a beautiful card from Elaine. Look at that. Beautiful flowers. Elaine is the one that makes us the dishcloths. Elaine, I'm going to share what you wrote in here. I hope it's okay. The card says, "You're often on my mind these days and always in my prayers. Thank you for being our friend. You will not know until we get to heaven the depths of your ministry to those who found you on YouTube. Love you, Sister Nina and Brother Steve. From Elaine. Elaine, that is our goal. I hope that we are some help along the way. I know you guys have been a big help to us just with prayers and everything. You won't believe how much that means to all of us. Elaine sent us, she told me beforehand, but she sent us some stamps. And Elaine, we appreciate that so very, very much. She said she just felt like that's what she was supposed to do. And I didn't share that with Steve. And just now he said, that's great because we were needing stamps. And it always happens that way. It seems like when we have a need, God tells you guys and somebody sends us stamps.
Yeah.
That makes the third person that's sent us stamps, I believe. We've gotten 3 or 4 bundles of them. But thank you. We appreciate it very, very much. I think we're going to just take a ride out in the country and go to the meat market out there. Anything else, honey, do you know of?
I will hopefully have my Bible study on tomorrow, so I'll be looking for that.
Okay.
Other than that,
Now, you guys, I don't know if you're aware or not, but anything that you do, like a Bible study, that you don't get a lot of views for that. And like, I can put out a normal video and I'll get over 100 views, but if I put out like a Bible study or something, I'm lucky to get 40 views. And if you guys are enjoying anything that we're doing, and you wouldn't mind, would you let your friends and family know about it? That would really help us out, because we are monetized now, but you don't get a check from YouTube until after you get $100 in your account, I guess it would be called. It takes, apparently it's taken a while, because where we've only just now starting to get our subscribers back up after we had quit, and I know that's all my fault. But if you guys would help us grow our channel, we would really appreciate it. Just, if everybody would tell 1 or 2 friends that was interested in either maybe hearing a Bible study or hearing about chickens, or just in the everyday life that we live. If you know of anybody that might enjoy listening to us, if you wouldn't mind sharing, that would really, really help us. So I think that's all. We're just going to take a ride, and if we see something interesting, we will hop back on here and let you guys see it. And if not, we'll just say good night now and talk to you tomorrow.
I see something I haven't seen for a few days.
Sunshine?
Blue sky.
Yeah.
It's been dreary.